Hello and a warm welcome to this practice. So this is a condensed version of what I've been teaching this term, about 30 minutes long, and it incorporates a lot of the Anatomy Train's myofascial meridians, and it is very much inspired by my training with Sling's myofascial training with the Art of Motion team. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to start in a 4-point kneeling position. Hands underneath your shoulders, shoulder wide. Knees underneath your hips, hip wide. Connect the tops of the feet and your shins to the mat, and the hands gently pressing away from one another. Your spine is elongated, your pelvis is centered. Take a deep breath in, and we'll begin with the cat. As you exhale, pelvic floor connecting and deep abdominals contracting as you curl your tail down, rounding your lower back into the cat. Then inhale, center your pelvis, and re-lengthen out your spine into 4-point kneeling. We'll do that twice more. As you exhale, pelvic floor, deep abdominals, curl the tail down, pull the pubic bone forward, it's the cat. And then inhale, center the pelvis, lengthening out your spine, back into 4-point kneeling. One more time. As you exhale, pelvic floor and abdominals, the cat, curl the tail down, gazing towards your thighs. And inhale, centering your pelvis, lengthening out your spine, 4-point kneeling. So we're adding on. As you exhale, again it's a cat. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals, curl the tail down. Stay in cat as you breathe into the back of your ribs. And as you exhale, shift your pelvis halfway back, angry cat. Stretching the lower back more, unloading the hands. As you inhale, center your pelvis and re-lengthen out your spine. Exhale, shift onto the hands, 4-point kneeling. Twice more. As you exhale, it's the cat. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Exhale, angry cat, shifting halfway back. Strong abdominal connection, unloading the wrists. Inhale, centering the pelvis, lengthening out your spine. Keep your shoulders broad, your gaze is slightly forward, and as you exhale, 4-point kneeling. Last time. As you exhale, it's the cat, curl the tail down. The main feeling is really of opening the lower back. Breathe into the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, it's the angry cat. Lower back stretches more. Abdominals, potentially they can engage more, unloading the wrists. Inhale, center pelvis, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, 4-point kneeling. Pick up your feet, tuck your toes, and as you exhale, come into inverted V. So lifting up into inverted V or downward facing dog, and then scoop the feet back a little further so you've got more length, ready for a comfortable plank position. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, curl the tail. You're doing a big wave into plank, rolling through the spine, arriving with the shoulders over the wrists, centering the pelvis, lengthening out the spine, and then inhale, shift back, inverted V. We'll do this twice more. As you exhale, curl the tail, rolling through the spine. The gaze is towards the thighs. Throughout most of this journey, it comes out at the end. And then you inhale, a press of your hands shifts you into inverted V. One more time. As you exhale, curl the tail, rippling through your spine. Sequencing, lengthening out, and stay there. Take a breath. As you exhale, you can put your knees down or keep the legs straight. We're going to do a controlled lowering down into Chaturanga, so bend your elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for just a second, and then lower yourself down. That should warm you up. Lengthen out the legs behind you, and we'll do a triple extension, Cobra. Inhale, roll the shoulder heads back, open up the collarbones, and glide your sternum forward. Exhale, soften or come down. Inhale, do it again, maybe a little higher this time. Cobra, it's an upper back extension, and exhale, softening. And one more time, inhale, broad collarbones, elbows pointing back. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, inverted V, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. Take a moment in down dog to really refine the alignment. Spread the hands, root through the fingertips.
Your shoulders are wide, so upper arm bones spiraling out, giving you that space. But keep attention to not only the outside of the hand, little finger side, but also the index finger and thumb lightly pressing the mat. Find as much length through the side of the body, from your armpits to your hip creases. Press your thighs back, root through the big toe balls, and lengthen the inner heels back. Take another breath in here, and as you exhale, walk your hands back to your feet, come into a standing forward fold. Take a breath, and as you exhale, engaging through the pelvic floor and abdominals, roll your spine up, centering the pelvis. Bring the spine to stack up on top of the pelvis, bone by bone, until the head arrives on the top of the spine. So as you stand here, pelvis is centered, spine is elongated. We're going to do an arm arc. As you exhale, the arms arc forward, and inhale, they circle around and back down to your sides. Again, exhale, arm arc. Inhale and circle. One more time, feeling your center, arm arc. This is tensioning the deep spine extensors. Inhale, circle. We'll add a raise of the heels as you exhale, arm arc and releve. Inhale, circle the arms down and bring the heels down together. Again, exhale, arm arc and releve. Inhale, circle the arms and bring the heels down. One more time, arm arc and releve. Inhale, circle the arms, heels come down. And as you exhale, nod your chin and roll down your spine about a third of the way until you feel a stretch into your upper back. Pause and breathe into that upper back. As you exhale, roll down another third. Meanwhile, strong support through the abdominals, lifting up. Take a breath into your mid-back, and as you exhale, roll down the last third. Your abdominals are lifting the front of your spine, so your back is being actively lengthened and strengthened. Your hands are hovering above the ground. Just circle the arms a little bit in the sockets like pendulums, a little one way, and then a little the other way. Take a breath. Let your arms relax, and as you exhale, reconnecting to the pelvic floor and abdominals, rolling up your spine to a centered position. Back to the arm arc and releve. As you exhale, arm arc and releve, we add a bend of the knees, demi-plie. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten the legs, raise the arms, and as you inhale, bring the arms down and the heels down. Twice more. Exhale. Inhale, demi-plie. Exhale, straighten the legs, raise the arms, and inhale, lower the arms and the heels. One more. Exhale, arm arc and releve. Inhale, demi-plie. Your spine is lengthened. Imagine you're sliding down an imaginary wall. And then inhale, arms come down, heels come down. Rolling down again, nod your chin. And roll down through the upper back. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, roll down a little further into the mid-back. Pause and breathe. And roll down the last third. But remember to keep the strong abdominal support through the front of the spine. Your knees are soft, if not bent. Now, take a breath, and as you exhale, bend the knees further, bring the fingertips to the floor, fingertips pointing forwards, and relax the abdominals. Release completely. Let your spine fold over the legs. Bend the knees a bit more, inhale. As you exhale, straighten the legs to a comfortable range. So now we're really stretching the back line. Bend the knees, inhale. And as you exhale, straightening the legs to a comfortable range. One more time, inhale, bending. So really now it's about the stretch, not about the strengthening. Stretching the lower back, the hips, and also now the backs of your legs. Inhale out through the crown of your head and walk out into downward facing dog, inverted V. So as you inhale, you're going to raise your right leg high, inhale, and bring that foot forward, exhaling. Come onto your fingertips, and you're going to bring the back knee down to the mat. Do pad it out, so have a block handy or a blanket if you need to pad out that back knee. So you're going to shift the weight forward, inhale, the knee travels beyond the toes, and as you inhale, shift back. Exhale, shifting forward, and inhale, shifting back. Shifting forward, exhale,
shifting back, inhale. One more time. So this is promoting a nice glide and slide in the various structures of your thighs and hips. And now shift halfway back. Your pelvis is centered over the back knee, top of the foot to the mat. Engage through the pelvic floor and abdominals and roll up to a 90-90 kneeling position. Remember the leg actions here. Front foot rooting and pulling back a little bit. Back foot connecting. Your pelvis centered. Take your arms out to the side and we go into mermaid. Inhale, so lifting up the left arm and stretching the whole left side of the body. As you exhale, float your right arm up. Inhale, let it come down, lengthening that whole left side. Exhale, arm float. Inhale, lower. One more time. So the arm float adds load. Feel your center there. When you release that load, feel the lengthening. So bringing your left arm back, your spine follows that movement, and now you shift your pelvis back. Bring your left hand down in line with your left knee. Use a brick if you can't meet the ground easily, and then shift your pelvis forward back into your 90-90 kneeling position. So you're doing the best you can here to keep your pelvis really centered. Remember, drawing up through the pubic bone and lifting through the pelvic floor and abdominals, sacrum lengthening down. Taking your right arm over into a big side stretch, mermaid side stretch. As you exhale, it's a spiraling mermaid. Bringing your right arm down, that pulls the body across, spiraling down. And then inhale back into mermaid. As you exhale, a bit of the opposite. Open up the chest. And then inhale into side bend. Exhale, spiraling. Bringing the right hand down towards the left. Your chest is circling or spiraling down, keeping your pelvis centered. And then back into your side stretch, mermaid, and then a little bit of the opposite. Keep the breath flowing. And now, circling down again, but shifting your pelvis back, bring your hands forward. Shift forward, tuck the back toes, come into inverted V. Take a big breath in inverted V, and as you exhale, it's a big wave into plank. Centered pelvis, centered spine. Inhale, shifting back. Other side. Left leg high this time. Step it forward, come onto your fingertips, and bring the back knee down. Inhale, shifting forward, exhale, shifting back. Inhale, shift, exhale, shift back. Shifting forward and shifting back. Your centered supporting you, so just the smallest impulse of the feet helps to shift you one way or the other way. So bringing your pelvis over the back leg, top of the foot to the ground, roll up, 90-90 kneeling. So I'll face you this time. Take your arms out to the side, and we're going to go into my mermaid stretch. So the right arm lifting up, lifting and lengthening the whole right side of your body. As you exhale, arm float. Inhale, lower. Exhale, arm float. Inhale, lower. One more time, exhale. And inhale. Bring your right arm down, centering your body. And then shift your pelvis back. Right hand comes down in line with the right knee. Shift your pelvis forward back into 90-90 kneeling and go over into your mermaid stretch. And really enjoy that big opening. Imagine your left hip dropping down away from the left side ribs. Take a breath. And as you exhale, spiraling mermaid. Inhale, center, and then exhale a little of the opposite, turning the chest up. And again, keep the breath flowing now. Coming back to the side, and then turning the chest up. And then come back, circle around to the front with your hands. Tuck your back toes and shift into downward facing dog, into your inverted V. Take a breath. Get ready for a big wave into plank. In fact, we'll do 3. As you exhale, curl the tail and ripple your spine into plank, centering the pelvis, lengthening out the spine. Inhale, press back. Again, exhale. Keep your heels reaching back as you roll through your spine. Inhale, inverted V. One more time, exhale. Stay in plank, inhale. 5 counts to come down. 1, you can always put your knees down. 2,
3, 4. Hold it. And then come all the way down. Lengthen out the legs. Inhale, Cobra. Expand through the heart. And as you exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. So, right leg up again, inhale. Step it forward as you exhale. We come into 90-90 kneeling directly now. Rolling up. Centered pelvis, lengthened spine. Shift your pelvis back, inhale. Shift it forward, exhale. 3 times. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 1 more. Into crescent. Arm arc. Root through your right foot and lifting up. As you exhale, shift your pelvis back. Bring your hands down. Inverted V. From inverted V, take a breath. Downward facing dog. As you exhale, it's a big wave into plank. And inhale, shifting back. Other side. Left leg high, inhale. Step it through as you exhale. 90-90 kneeling directly. Rolling up through your spine. Remember the centered pelvis and the leg actions. Inhale, shift your pelvis back. Exhale, shift it forward. 1, 3 times. And exhale. 2. Exhale. Ready for the arm arc. Lifting up. Crescent pose. Root through that left foot. Really open across the right hip. Circle the arms around. Bring your hands down. Come back into inverted V. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath. As you exhale, wave your spine. Big wave into plank. Stay in plank, take a breath. And as you exhale, lower the whole body down. Inhale, Cobra. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Get a knee bend going. Bend and bend and bend till you start to feel more buoyant, more springy, lighter. And when you start to feel that, you can spring or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And connect and roll up. Centering your pelvis and bringing your spine up on top of your pelvis and your head up on top of the spine. So standing with your feet together now if possible, take a breath. As you exhale, arm arc and releve. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. And inhale, arms come down. Heels come down. Again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. 1 more time. Grand plie. As you exhale, arm arc and releve. And now as if you're sliding down an imaginary wall, bring your seat to your heels, bring your hands to your heart. So you can stay here. Find a moment's pause in your practice. Soften the gaze, maybe even close your eyes. And then you can raise your arms up, inhale. Reach through the legs as you exhale and fold. Release the weight of the pelvis, drop the heels, relax the head. Inhale, straighten the legs, get the heels down. Exhale, walk the hands to the feet. Inhale out through the crown of the head, turn and face your mat and come into, well, in fact, I have to turn and face my mat. You are already there. Come into downward facing dog. So, next sequence, take your right leg high as you inhale. Bring it through as you exhale. Come into warrior 1. Come onto your fingertips, grab the back foot. Bring your hands to your hips. And as you exhale, engaging through the pelvic floor and abdominals, rolling up through your spine into warrior 1. Take the arms up, lifting your heart and lifting up your gaze. Now center your gaze, circle the arms around to your hips, and we'll get ready for sprinter. Straighten the front leg, lift the back heel, and bring the back leg into a parallel configuration. So both legs are parallel, arms out to the side. Sprinter. We shift the pelvis back, inhale, shift the pelvis forward, exhale. Inhale back 3 times. Exhale forward, 1 more. Inhale back. Ready for crescent, forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. So arm arc, root through that right foot. And as you exhale, open around to the left side into a wide angled standing fold. So standing position. Lift your heart up as you inhale. And as you exhale, folding forward. So this is Prasarita Padottanasana. Bring your fingertips down. And now from here, walk your hands out into a variation of inverted V with your legs wide. Take a breath. As you exhale, curl the tail and roll through your spine. So big wave into plank. Inhale, shift the pelvis back. Twice more. Exhale, big wave into plank. Inhale, shift the pelvis back. One more time, big wave. And then inhale, shift the pelvis back. Walk the hands back, centering your pelvis over your feet and fold. Release the weight of the head and shoulders. Release the spine. And get ready to take a twist to the right. So come out onto your fingertips, lengthen out your spine. You take your right hand forward. You take your left hand back through the legs. Bend your elbows and twist to your right. So looking under your right arm. And then you can, if you like, take hold of the right leg with the left hand. And we add a bit of leverage to this twist. Inhale, twisting. Exhale, softening. So inhale, we are elastically lengthening. And then when we let go, there's a little recoil. And again, inhale one more time. Twist. And as you exhale, there's a recoil. Bring your hands back, center your spine. Come onto your fingertips. And as you exhale, roll up. Once you're upright, you're going to heel and toe your feet together. And once they're together, get ready for tree pose. So picking up the right ankle, bring the foot high up against the inner leg and find your balance. You can take your arms up. Calm, steady breath. So you can stay here, stay still. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, bring the arms around to the hips. And we're going to bend the standing leg, so that's going to turn you to the right. And then center. Inhale, bend. And as you straighten the leg, the body gets centered. Just one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your right knee forward, stretch the leg out, cross it over the left one, whoops, and then sweep your left arm over into a lovely side stretch. So we're really opening out that left hip that's just been supporting you, and then center the body. Take a breath, and as you exhale, raise the arms with the front leg together, and then bring that leg down, bring your arms down. Take a breath. As you exhale, arm arc and releve. Inhale, demi-plie. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, come down. Again. Exhale to rise. Inhale to lower. Ready for grand plie? As you exhale, arm arc, releve. Grand plie, sliding down an imaginary wall. Bring your hands to your heart and take a moment. Inhale, raise the arms up. As you exhale, reach through the legs and fold forward. Now, if you want to add a balance challenge here, come into crow. Tip the pelvis up, shift the weight into the arms, hugging the upper arms, and then picking up your feet in crow. Take a breath wherever you are, and as you exhale, fold back down. Inhale, straighten the legs, walk the hands to the feet, and then turn to face the front of your mat, inverted V. Take a big breath, and as you exhale, it's a big wave into plank, and inhale, shifting back. Other side, left leg high, inhale, step forward into warrior one, Ground the back foot, hands to the hips, and roll up through the spine. Taking the arms up, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Circle the arms around to the hips, get ready for sprinter, straighten the front leg, lift the back heel, and bring both legs in a parallel position. So we shift back, inhale, we shift forward, exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, and exhale. Do the crescent, inhale, arm arc, root through that left foot. And now open out to the left side, your hands and your arms circling behind you to your hips, and lift your heart up. So I'm just going to spin around and face you, that you can stay as you are, or if you need to, turn around and face your phone or your computer, take a breath, and as you exhale, fold forward. Come onto your fingertips, and then lengthen out again into that downward facing dog, inverted V variation with wide legs. Take a breath. As you exhale, it's a big wave into plank. Inhale, centering pelvis, lengthening your spine and shifting back. One more time. And inhale and shifting back. Walk the hands to the feet, center the pelvis over the feet and fold. And now ready for the twist on the other side. Come up onto your fingertips. So we're going to go left now. So bring your left hand forward first, bring your right hand back through the legs, and bend your elbows. You're twisting to the left, so you're looking underneath your left arm now. Take hold of the left leg with the right hand if you want to add some leverage as you twist. Inhale and exhale, soften. So the pressure of the right hand against your leg adds some leverage, so you twist, you elastically lengthen. When you let that go, there's a recoil. Do that one more time. And recoil, come back to the center. Let your spine unwind itself. And as you exhale, roll yourself up, centering the pelvis, bringing up your spine. Heel and toe your feet until they arrive together, ready for your tree pose on the second side. So pick up your left leg now, pick up the left ankle, I should say, and press the foot into the other leg. Take your arms up, find your balance. So you can stay as you are, or if you want a bit of a challenge, you're going to bend your standing leg. This turns your body to the left now. Whoa, really have to focus. And then straighten. Bending, inhale. Not sure I can talk whilst I do this. And one more time. So your pelvis is rotating over the femoral head. When you straighten the leg, it centers you. Bring that left knee forward, stretch the leg out, cross it over the right one. Sweep the right arm over and stretch out the whole right hip. Come up to center, and then lift your front leg with your arms at the same time, and bring that leg down, bring your arms down. Take a breath, arm arc and releve. Exhale, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, come down. Again, exhale, inhale. That's definitely a balance challenge. And come down. One more time. Exhale, ready for the grand plie. And you're sliding down an imaginary wall. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment. So I can already tell this is going to be more than 30 minutes. That's very typical of me. Stay with me. So inhale, take your arms up. Reach through the legs. This is so much fun stuff to get through. Your hands land. You can settle here into this hip stretch, or if you want, come into crow. Lift the seat, lean in, and pick up your feet. Take a breath wherever you are. And as you exhale, fold. Soften through the hips. Release the heels down. Relax the neck, the head. And then shift the weight forward, straighten the legs, get the heels down and walk the hands to the feet. Spin to the front of your mat.
come into inverted V. Okay, take a big breath, and as you exhale, it's a big wave into plank. Let's do that twice. Inhale, shifting back, inverted V, downward facing. One more. Big wave into plank. You can stay in plank, and then exhale, lower the whole body down. Inhale, Cobra, or if you prefer upward facing dog, you can lift the pelvis off the mat. And then as you exhale, come into downward facing dog or inverted V. Get a knee bend going, bend and bend and bend, bouncing, getting buoyant and springy. And when you start to feel that, you can spring forwards, fold. Take a breath. And as you exhale, roll up, center your pelvis, roll up to stand. At the top, take another breath. And as you exhale, just roll back down in 1 or 2 breaths to suit you. Touch the ground, step back into downward facing dog. So we're getting ready for that side angle pose sequence. You're going to maybe need a brick for this one to have it handy. Take your right leg up as you inhale. Bring it forward as you exhale. Come onto your fingertips, ground the back foot, and bring your brick to the inside of your right foot and turn into side angle pose. From side angle pose, we're shifting the weight back. Inhale, back knee bends, gaze comes down. Shifting forward as you exhale. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale, shifting back. Exhale, shifting forward. 1 more time. And shift. Now, shift back. Bring your left hand to your hip. Step the back foot forward and shift forward into half moon. So you can stay in half moon, or if you want, you can go into full moon. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bring your left hand down. Bring both hands down and center your pelvis over the supporting leg. Take hold of your right ankle and pull your head to your shin. Touch the sky with your left big toe. And if you want a little challenge here, even if it's just for a moment, see if you can hold your ankle with both hands. You really need to have your center there. Whoa. See if I can do that. And then make a controlled return into inverted V, downward facing. Let's flush that out with a big wave into plank. And inhale, shifting back. Better do 1 more. Exhale, rippling through your spine. And inhale, shifting back. Other side. So, taking your left leg high now. Bringing it through. Come onto the fingertips. Ground the back foot and bring your brick to the inside of your left foot. Come into side angle pose. So in side angle pose, you're definitely drawing up through the pubic bone, lifting, lengthening your sacrum down, and lengthening your spine out of the pelvis. Let's shift back. Inhale, shift forward, exhale. So shift back, spine by sense is always long, shifting forward, bringing the pelvis underneath you. 1 more, and forward. And then if you shift back, bring your right hand to your hip, step your right foot forward, and then shift into half moon. I won't use a brick this time. Half moon, or full moon. Have a little play. You can bring your right hand down now, center your pelvis over your standing leg. Take hold of your left ankle and pull yourself into your shin. Try and touch the sky with your top foot. And if it's even for a moment, take hold of your ankle with both hands. And then make a graceful transition into downward facing dog. Inverted V. Big breath in here, ready for waving. As you exhale, a big wave into plank. Inhale, shifting back. 1 more time. Exhale, big wave, rippling through the spine. And inhale, shifting back.
Get a bounce going. And when you feel light and springy, you spring into Lalasana, cross the ankles, and sit. Okay, really near the end now. Come into your Z sit. So right leg, sorry, I should do it this way. Your right leg in front, left leg back. So you're twisting to the right side, coming into deer pose. Bring your hands flat. So remember that you're lifting the pubic bone up towards the sternum, lengthening your sacrum down, and then rotating through the spine. Turn your fingertips in. It's a twisted press up. Bending your elbows and looking to your right. Inhale. So the sense of bringing your left side chest towards the ground. Exhale and center. You can look forwards again. Inhale, turning the head to the right. Exhale, center. One more time. Nice twist and exhale, center. And then come into a melting variation of that. For just a moment, fold forward and release. Let the pose give you the stretch. So right now the main feeling is going to be of stretching across the left side waist. Staying low to the ground, walk around on your hands to the front and roll yourself up into your Z sit again. So we're going to soften the side that's just been lengthened. So taking yourself over to the left, inhale. And as you exhale, spiraling mermaid, back into mermaid. Let your arm lead and you follow. Exhale. Again, inhale, mermaid. Spiraling mermaid. Back into mermaid. Let your arm lead and you follow, shifting out to your right and then coming around and sitting cross-legged. So you've got your left leg, your left shin in front of the right one or on top of. That's really up to you. Take a breath. And as you exhale, it's a lovely C curve, pelvic floor and abdominals, and then ripple up through the spine and lift the sternum up. Again, exhale and inhale. Just one more time. Exhale, pelvic floor and abdominals, lifted C curve, and then inhale, rippling up. And then bring your arms down and fold forward into a hip release. We'll be brief, because of course I've gone over time. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then roll yourself up. Shifting into your Z sit on the other side. So now you've got your left shin in front, right shin back. Twisting to your left side now. So you're turning and bringing the hands down. I'm going to turn around so you've got a better view, just in case you're confused about this. So you're turning your chest to center between the hands. Turn your fingertips in. And so as you bend your elbows, you're going to turn your head to your left. Inhale. The sense is of trying to bring the right side of your chest down. Shoulders are wide, collarbones are wide. As you straighten the arms, you can turn your head to the front. Inhale, bending, turning the head to the left. And as you exhale, straightening. Just one more. Big breath in, broad shoulders. And exhale. And then come into the melting variation of that. So folding, letting the head rest. And take a few breaths here. So I'm just going to shift myself around. You stay put for another breath. And then you come onto your hands, stay low to the ground, walking around the front, back into your Z sit, and roll up through the spine. So we're going to soften that right side that's just been stretched into a mermaid. Inhale, spiraling as you exhale. Mermaid inhale,
And then let your arm lead, so you soften that left side and you follow. And again, inhale and spiraling. Back to mermaid inhale. Let your arm lead and you follow. You can shift out to your left and then come around and sit. So your right shin in front of or on top of the left. Arms out to the side. As you exhale, pelvic floor and abdominals, lovely long C curve. I'm just going to turn side on so you have an idea of that. And then inhale, ripple up through your spine, lift up the sternum. And again, pelvic floor, deep abdominal, C curve. Inhale, center, and lengthen. Just one more. As you exhale, pelvic floor and abdominals. This time, just take your arms overhead, lift and open, and fold forward from the hips into your hip release. So taking a couple of deep breaths. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Okay, Shavasana or absorption. Just lengthen out your legs, lie down, and rest. So you can stay here for as long as you like, resting and absorbing the practice. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.